Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just last night we reached 100 subscribers, so I just wanted to start by saying thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And welcome to the Blue Mountains. Here today I'm joined by my friend Ash. And today we're doing a pretty cool one. We're going to try out some new things on this hike. It's going to be my first time doing mountain trout fishing, and we'll be going deep into a part of the Blue Mountains that I've never seen before, heading down the Cox River and into this place called Breakfast Creek. Supposedly it's meant to be pretty good fishing there and really nice wildlife because it's quite secluded. So I'm very excited for this one. Today's going to be quite a hard hiking day. We started with 4Ks from the train station just then to reach the start of the trailhead here, and now we've got an extra 18 kilometers to go. But we're going to finish up at a cave apparently, or at least a little underhang at the campsite, which should be pretty lovely. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the trail. Here's the map for some of our journey today. We are doing all of this and then going further. So heading out to Taros ladder, 12.1 kilometers.
Give it a try once.
Most of the day today is going to be walking this narrow neck plateau trail. It's paved for some sections and others it's just open fire trail. We're hoping it's not going to be too hard because we've got another 16 Ks or so of this. So there was our starting point. Looks like we've gone pretty far, but we have not. There's still a good way to go. Oh yeah. Starting the second section of the fire trail. We've still got 11 Ks to go to Taros ladder. These trees look a bit like mozzarella sticks, like you've got the peels coming off and everything. Very cool. Bloody gorgeous. Look at how the fire trail just loops all the way around and up there. It's amazing. I'm normally not a huge fire trail appreciator. I think they can get a bit boring and inclined slopes are definitely not my favorite. But this fire trail has been probably the best I've walked on. It's been nothing short of just a wonderful trip through a lesser seen section of the Blue Mountains. In case any of you were wondering what we eat for snacks on the trails, this is what we're going with today. These, I've never tried them before until this trip. They are my new favorite trail snack. We got these at Aldi in a big value pack. They come as 2 little twin bars, so me and Ash can have one each, and they are so good. These things are delicious. So look at that. Just a couple of oats, bit of granola.
That's so good.
So we're about 15 k's in, we've almost reached Taros ladder, and probably going to stop and have some lunch there. Today we've got salami. It's going to be yum. Salami's a staple. Very strong potential for a bit of rain here. Wouldn't be ideal because we're not at the campsite yet, but hopefully it'll just be light. We've made it to the beginning point of Taros ladder, the way we're going to descend into the valley. And there is a pretty magical look out here. This is an insane view. Have a look at this.
Okay.
I'll hold him now.
Oh, that's the strap. Yeah, there we go.
It's like they do it at Braga. Bit of salami and cracker.
Sweet. Oh yeah, there we go. Lovely.
Yum. The salami of shoulder pain.
He's coming in for it.
So we're going to begin the treacherous section of our journey. Right as the wind's picked up, we're going to be headed down Taros ladder. Supposedly, it's quite exposed, and this wind is not going to make it any easier. Alright, let's do it before the rain catches us. Here we go. Oof. Now this is just slightly dodgy.
Interesting.
Ash and I were standing here at the top of this rock, wondering how the hell we're meant to get down, until he spotted it. That's our way down.
There you go.
So that whole section we just did was the entirety of Taros ladder. Not as bad as I thought it would be, but definitely still a little sketchy. Pretty fun. The rain is finally here. It's pretty light at the moment. Forecast said anywhere from 4 to 15 millimeters. Really hoping it stays to 4, because this would make pitching the tent very annoying. We're 19.5 kilometers away from Katumba. That is no joke. We've been doing some considerable distance.
2.5 to go?
Yeah, around 2.5 k's to go. We've jumped off the fire trail now, heading towards Mob's Soak campground. It's only about 2 or so k's from here, but feeling pretty leechy about this area. We've been lucky so far, but if they're going to be anywhere, they're going to be here. We're close to the campsite now, maybe only 500 meters to go, and we're gonna have to start by making sure we can get a fire going for tonight's dinner. It's necessary. We've got another rump roast. And this trip was actually meant to be joined by another friend of mine, but unfortunately, his boots are not in a good state. So a roast that was meant to go 3 ways is now going 2. We get about 650 grams of beef each. It's gonna be a dinner of champions. Beautiful yellow flowers blooming here. A lovely reward to the end of this almost 24-kilometer day. Well, we've just made it to the start of Mob Soak. We're gonna go find where the cave is. But this has been a pretty huge day. 6.5 hours of walking time, and 24 kilometers later we're here. We've even got a drop toilet to reward ourselves. It's time to go have a look for this cave. I've equipped myself with Crocs. Ash is gonna hang here. He needs to give his legs a rest. So it's time for me to go find this thing. This looks pretty promising. Had a look at a couple different trails around, but this one is taking me into the swamp, down to more rocky terrain. Pretty slippery. Oh, is this it? Oh. Wow. Yeah, this is it. Look at that. How cool. It's great shelter from the rain. This is exactly what I'm looking for on a rainy day like this. Ash is pretty locked in on the porcelain throne, so I'll be ferrying his bags down. He'll bring the boots when he's ready, and I'm gonna try and start making a little fire. A lot of the wood is wet, but I've got fire starters. I always think they're just great to take. When you need a fire, there's no use trying to, trying to make it harder for yourself. In conditions like this, I find no shame in utilizing a fire starter, because that's the only way we can cook our dinner tonight. Oh. Woo. Oh. We're gonna go collect a ton of firewood. Some kind souls have left sticks and stuff inside here that are dry, so we're gonna use those to start it while they can dry off some of the bigger logs around the fire. And we think the Durston X-Mid 2 is pitchable here. It's Ash's very light tent, but it requires pegs. But the ground looks pretty soft, so it looks like it's quite pitchable. And we've got great water access, so we'll boil some water up for some hot chocolates later. Can't wait. So it's time to start a fire. Cooking up a big roast tonight, so we're gonna need the coals nice and hot. So we've got all our wood set up. Currently just got my pants and socks out to dry by the fire. It steaming them nicely. I promise it's not too hot here. I can even put my hand. You see, I don't want to burn my own clothes. That'd be very inconvenient. But yeah, these things are soaked, so it's nice to have an opportunity to actually let them sit out and dry. So the tent's almost fully pitched. He's just got to put the inner in. Let's have a look inside. They've got a tarp floor for the inner. And we've got the poles set up, only 2 poles, it's remarkable. The fire's generated some decent coals. Drying my clothes right now, and I'm gonna get started on wrapping this rump because we haven't got all that much firewood, so gotta get it done soon. Beauty, what a beauty. Beauty, there's our rump.
Looking lovely.
It's about to go in. Chuck it in, be gentle. You don't want to rip your tin foil. The fire's really warmed the cave up nicely. We've only got about 15 minutes left on our rump roast until it's done cooking. And then we're going to carve into that beautiful, beautiful roast. Alright, grab it. Okay, can you move the lamp? I'm going to chuck it on the...
Oh. Right.
No accidents. Wow.
This looks delicious.
A little char on the outside. Let's get rid of that butcher's twine.
Looks like it cuts nicely.
Oh, beautifully tender and
a little bit of pink inside. That is perfect.
Here we go. I've cut myself a beautiful slice. Oh, wow, that is so tender. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, sounds about right. So pour a ton of this in.
The water's well boiled and it's ready to go into our cups. You can see they're filled with the hot chocolate powder there. It's so full because it's mainly milk powder. Here we go. Oh, that just hits the spot. It's like a brownie in liquid form. It's just so yum. Ash and I are gonna enjoy our hot chocolates by the fire while it burns down, and then we'll clean up and hop in the tent.
Good morning, everyone. It's pretty cold last night. I was feeling it in my 5-degree sleeping bag. I think my sleeping mat has a hole somewhere because I woke up and it was a little bit deflated. Breakfast this morning is going to be oats, just like every other morning on this trip. Can't say I'm too excited. Never really like oats, but it's such an easy thing to pack. It's just 3 days worth of breakfast. It's pretty compact. And there we are. Breakfast has been served for the two of us. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's not as bad as it usually is. So you've probably seen that in most of my videos, I use a live straw. This is a Peak Solo series as my filter. And it's decent as a personal filter, but I've always had issues when I've had to do more than 5 liters or something like that in a sitting. It becomes too slow for it to be usable. I always just thought, you know, the filters just aren't great after the first couple of uses, but turns out the backwashing really does the trick. With a couple runs through of this plunger here and a bit of your fresh water, it'll be back to regular use in no time. All packed up, starting the trail now.
We just tried going down that trail. We went about 500 meters and then lost it. And even with 10 minutes of searching around for it again, we just couldn't get it. So we're gonna have to take the detour and go around to Breakfast Creek. This trail is so much nicer. It's actually clear and walkable. Still overgrown, but the other one you just couldn't see it. It's obviously not walked very often. So we've reached the junction of a potential shortcut to our new route. We're meant to head down that way and connect up with the fire trail again. But on my map, I've got a possible route through here, which cuts straight to Breakfast Creek, which would be ideal. So I think we'll give it a try, and if the trail is badly maintained or just impossible to find, we won't do it. We're about halfway along this bush bash trail. It's time for these granola bars again. We are so excited to eat these. There you go, mate. Crack it open. We should be heading out
Here we go.
to a lookout where we can drop our packs and have a break. Wow, look at that. It's a little windy up here, but you can see that's the plateau along there, and we descended down that spur yesterday. It's quite beautiful here. Have a look at this, a couple bones on the trail. What do you reckon they're from?
Maybe kangaroo or something?
Kangaroo? Wallaby?
Yeah.
They look pretty small, so I'd say a wallaby or something, but yeah, freaky.
Yeah.
Whatever remnants of a trail we were following is long gone now. That's alright. We can hear the creek, and we're only about 20 meters of elevation above it. I'm very excited to see what it looks like. Down there, I reckon.
Yeah.
Wow. This is gorgeous. Easily walkable. There's no trail, but we're just following the creek here, and it's amazing. There was a bad smell and we have found it. There's a well-dead wallaby. Not very nice. Not very nice at all. So we're quite close to the campsite now. We've just got a little bit of river walking to go, but it's taking a lot longer than we would have expected. It's about 2 p.m. So we've only got 3 hours of sunlight left, which means probably won't be able to make it down to the Cox River Junction. Oh, this is a very beautiful campsite. It is so very cold, but we're gonna go for a swim just to try and, you know, recover the muscles, ice bath style, because it is icy in there.
Yeah. I'll get the Crocs on.
Yeah, good wash.
Then I'll come with that.
Oh!
Yep, yep, yep. Okay, great.
but we changed into nice, warm and dry clothes. So it's time to go grab some wood for a fire while it's still light. We don't need the fire to cook for tonight, but it's gonna be very nice and we'll dry some things and keep ourselves warm. A bit of rain's moved in. It's made getting the fire started very difficult. The rain's pretty damn heavy and the fire won't start. So we're just gonna try and get inside the tent. I've been talking about having salami and crackers all day for lunch. Turns out I've left that salami at home in my fridge. So instead, I'm gonna go with the crackers that are left over, bit of Nutella, Ashes, the peanut butter, and we've got a couple of wraps that we're gonna make.
Oh yeah, I gotta get the white.
And then we might just cook in here because it's cold and it's very wet outside. So no salami, but Nutella, peanut butter, and leftover trail mix. Well, it stopped raining and the sky looks pretty clear. So we think we're gonna try again with the fire. Be really nice because it's so cold down here. Well, the fire was a fail, so it's time for jet boiled dinner. Here's dinner. A coconut and lentil soup. This is 2 serves in it, but we can easily smash one on our own. Just gonna pour it into the pot, warm it up, and then pour it back into this and put some pasta in soon. Soup's almost ready. Delicious. Yep. Nice. This is delicious. It's actually such a yum meal. The pasta is great and it's actually got a good amount of calories for what it is. It's about 800, 900 calories. Hot chocolates are ready and done. Beautiful. Well, we're in the tent right now. It's pretty cold, but we've got full bellies, so we're feeling nice. See you all in the morning. Good morning. Last night was really, really cold. I've got a 5-degree bag and I normally use this thing balled up as a pillow. But middle of the night I actually had to pull it out and wear it because I was too cold. Yeah, this morning's not any warmer, so we're gonna see if we can get the fire started. This time we don't have any more fire starters, so we just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Success! We've done it! I think that's it. Yes! There we go. There has been a incredibly long worm discovered on Ash's tent. Yuck. Well, Ash is just packing up the tent now, and we're gonna get our packs on and start walking today. So here's where the start of our trail should be. Obviously it's very overgrown, so we'll probably just be following the creek most of the way. Well, as expected, the creek trail is completely overgrown and almost impossible to follow. Not to mention, there's nettles practically everywhere. So they're just stinging our hands real bad. It sucks. The current strategy for walking this trail has been walk the river when it looks the best option, and then if you can see the trail, do a small section of it, because it just zigzags off the river and into some pretty overgrown parts. But we're maybe halfway up the climb to the bottom of Narrow Neck Plateau, and this is looking better. It's less overgrown, it's a bit more open. And have a look. Just up there, 2 wild pigs have gone up the trail. Wow. That's him. That's beautiful. Almost to the top. We can see the end of the ridgeline just up there. Lunch, peanut butter and Nutella and some wraps. Here we go. This is where we're headed. I think we're headed up there. The historic bolts and chains on the Carlons head route are not maintained and are unsafe. They should not be used as anchor points or for abseiling and climbing. Well, that's our only way up.
Yeah, don't have a choice.
The views are getting pretty decent, but still quite a bit of climbing to go. We're popping rests every 50 meters maybe. It's very tough, it's super steep. Oh no! No way! How are we meant to climb that? And now this is the next section of climb. Just this chain and some rebar stuck in to the wall. Exposed cliff climbing doesn't get any sketchier than this. Oh. This is genuinely mental. Just on the other side of this cliff face is a gorgeous valley, but a certain death of a drop. We're now racing the sunset, still on the edge of this cliff. This is getting sketchy now. We do not want to be doing these chains in the dark. That'd be way too dangerous. That was it. That was the final bit of climbing. Yow! Let's find a good spot to camp.
Right here.
We've done it. Made it to the fire trail. Hooray! We survived the treacherous Carlon head climb. That was insane. So I haven't really filmed, but we've been collecting stones to make our own little fire pit because they're quite cold. And the wood is plentiful. Lots of small sticks, very easy to start a fire here. And we've got the cowboy camp setup. So a smaller tarp on a bigger tarp. We'll be sleeping on the smaller tarp, and yeah, very similar dinner to last night. We'll be doing chickpea soup with pasta again, but last night's dinner was such a winner. Alright, we're gonna start this fire. Oh wow.
Oh, easy.
So start getting some sticks. So we've got a thermometer and it's read that it's almost freezing, which is a perfect time to be having this chickpea lentil soup thing. Chickpea vegetable soup. Same deal as yesterday. Chuck it in the pot, heat it up, and then throw in some pasta later. Here we go, it's warmed up. Going in. Sitting by the fire, keeping warm and eating our beautiful soup and pastas. We're almost gonna wrap it up for tonight. But yeah, not gonna be doing much more than this. Head to sleep early and get up early tomorrow to just smash out fire trail and head home. So yeah, this is the setup. We'll be stargazing tonight. Good morning. Last night was the coldest night it's been so far. I was shivering in my bag. And yeah, just not a great quality sleep. It's good this is the final day, because if you told me I had to get up and do long distance to another campsite today, I'd probably tell you to get stuffed. Camp's all packed up, hitting the trail. We have made it into Katumba. That was an insane hike. It's unfortunate about last night being so cold, otherwise it would have been overall a 10 out of 10, but definitely we'll try and do this again sometime and see if we can go further down the river to get some fish. We'll see you guys in the next one.